Hello fellow YouTubers, Mac in VR here. Half-Life 2 released in 2004. That's 16 years ago for the dumbasses like me who can't do sums, and I'll just read you an extract from the review by the well-respected tome that is PC Gamer. It was all in that moment when I just sat back and laughed. I couldn't believe it was quite this good. I chuckled in muddled disbelief, expectations utterly defied. My nervous fingers reloaded the level, knowing that I had to see that breathtaking sequence one more time. It was then that I knew for certain Valve had surpassed not only themselves, but everyone else too. Half-Life 2 is an astounding accomplishment. It is the definitive statement of the last 5 years of first-person shooting. Everything else was just a stopgap. So fast forward 16 years, I'm in my man cave with my Valve Index jammed on my head, and I'm looking up at the Citadel with my mouth hanging open. There's a pigeon on the veranda next to me, so I pick up a Coke can to throw at it, but I squeeze the can too hard and it crumples in my hand. Mind blown. That's it. All other VR games are now going to have to step up their virtual game because we were just children playing at VR. Now the grown-ups have arrived and they've shown everybody what can be done in virtual reality. Valve have reinvented Half-Life from the ground up in VR, and it is stunning. Stunning visuals, stunning detail, stunningness. And I've just made that word up because it's the only way I can comprehend how much of a game changer Half-Life Alyx is. In an interview with Ryan McCaffrey of IGN, Gabe Newell said, "I think it's an extinction level event for every entertainment form that's not thinking about it, VR." I thought he was being over dramatic. Now that I've played Half-Life Alyx, I don't think that anymore. For a game on such a grand scale, with such incredible vistas and so many mouth-agog moments, it's the minutiae that blew my mind. Pick up a can and look inside the can. They haven't just thought about the outside, someone fully rendered the inside as well. Pick up a packet of food and check out the barcode. Look at the chipped paint on this chair. The attention to detail just goes on and on. There are several standout moments apart from the initial balcony scene. The first time you see a Combine Strider up close.
Oh my God!
The Vault hovering menacingly in the sky above City 17.
Oh wow, look at that! Fuck me.
Retrieving a flashlight from a dead Combine soldier in a darkened sewer, which made a bit of poo come out of my bottom. Russell, your main contact throughout the game, is genuinely funny. Him and Alyx have a great rapport, and I had quite a few laugh-out-loud moments when listening to him waffling on.
Now, pretty soon they're going to realise that your dad is not going to talk, and when that happens, he's off to have his brain sucked out.
Russell.
Potentially, maybe not though. I mean, they could just drill into his... Oh yeah, still your dad. Right.
So before I drop to my knees and fillet Mr. Newell for changing VR forever, I will do the meat and veg of this review, if you'll pardon the pun. Now, unlike Boneworks and to a lesser extent Saints and Sinners, Alyx has not implemented full body physics. You have hands clothed in your funky gravity gloves, which you can use to pull objects towards you, which becomes second nature after an hour. Point, grab, flick. It's as easy as that.
Registered. Now flick your wrist to bring it in. That's it.
Everything else in the game has physics and is affected by gravity. Can you have physics? Anyway, maybe a physical presence is a better description. Think you can pick something up? You probably can. Does it look too heavy? You probably can't. It's very intuitive. Easy. The first time you sweep your hand across a cluttered shelf to reach some of the game's precious resin is thrilling. I know that sounds daft, but it's little things like that that keep you firmly immersed in the game. I spent a couple of minutes staring at a beautifully rendered cone, for fuck's sake. It even had head crud in the prongs. Stupid levels of detail. Plus, with me being a weenie, I like to search every nook and cranny for ammo and resin, so it takes me twice as long to play a level as any normal person. Half-life movement has been an issue for some, but I've found the best way for me is smooth movement by head direction with snap turn for when I get tangled up in my cable, plus a dash teleport, which is essential in combat as you can't sprint. You can't sprint, I hear you cry? But before you grab your pitchfork, a flaming brand and storm off to Valve Castle with all the others, you don't notice it after a while, and it fits perfectly into the game's narrative. I know why they've done it too. It's to stop those awkward moments, like in Boneworks with its full body physics, when you had to climb over stuff or sprint jump, which was awkward, nauseating, and spoilt the immersion for me. But again, that is the opinion, however, as I didn't like Boneworks that much. Right at the beginning of the game, Russell gives you a basic gun. A sort of modern Browning 1911. It's pretty effective against the enemies you encounter at the start of the game. So collect resin and eventually you'll come across a machine that can upgrade it. Solve a simple, to start with, puzzle. Pop the gun in the machine and choose your upgrade. A reflex sight which also highlights enemy weak points, a laser, burst fire or a cool 10-round upgrade gizmo that preloads your gun, allowing you to slot in an additional mag. Deposit the requisite number of resin and Bob's your uncle. Shiny new upgraded weapon.
Wow, my gun's looking pretty good.
So as the game progresses, you receive a simple shotgun, which is highly effective against armoured zombies and combine heavies. Then you get access to a combine automatic weapon, which is hilariously deadly and also has an upgrade path. So collect resin, look up, look back, look under, look over, look inside, look outside, because the sneaky buggers have hidden it everywhere. Also, just a quick note here, the track buttons on the index controllers have been largely ignored by other developers, but Valve have implemented, mixing my words, a very simple way to swap between weapons or your multi-tool. Press the pad and a VR D-pad pops up. Decide which weapon you want, then just move your hand in that direction. Simple, quick, intuitive. Head crabs have gone from being a slight annoyance in Half-Life 2 to major sphincter puckering little bastards. They jump at your face and the perspective in VR is terrifying. Zombies cry out in pain as they stumble towards you. Combine soldiers are suitably beefy, detailed, and on the harder difficulty, very aggressive. And then there's Jeff. Jeff is quite gross. He has very poor personal hygiene, and you have to cover your mouth when he's nearby, or the odour will make you barf. The multi-tool, the Alyx, is a great innovation. It's used to solve 3D spatial puzzles. Tracing electrical cables to reroute power, and unlocking ammo storage lockers. Fun and intuitive to use. See, I said intuitive again. And that word just keeps popping up, intuitive. Some very clever people have sat down for a very long time and thought every aspect of this game through so that everything is intuitive, easy to do, and fun. The point, grab, flick mechanic being a main part of this. Changing weapons is quick and easy, which is very much needed as combat can be quite chaotic and messy. Throwing grenades back at combined soldiers is, guess what? Yep, it's intuitive and fun. Point, grab, flick, throwback. So after spending 6 days in City 17, what is my opinion of this game? Now this might seem a bit obtuse, but just bear with me. It's 1977. You've just been to see Star Wars Episode 4 and you were blown away by the special effects. And then someone with a time machine snatches you away and drops you into a cinema in 1999 that's showing The Matrix. Can you imagine the wonder that this person is going to feel? They thought Star Wars had great effects, but oh my God, look at that! I've played some truly great games in VR. Lone Echo, Pistol Whip and Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, they spring to mind straight away. But that's how I felt after playing Half-Life Alyx. Wonder. I was stunned by the visuals, stunned by the combat, stunned by the attention to detail, stunned by the sheer effort it took to create this amazing game. And it is just that, amazing. Is it perfect? No. Maybe a few too many corridors to wander down, and one of the puzzles had me baffled for quite some time. Nothing I can't forgive though, the team at Valve for letting me experience this world. Oh, and you know all those games that were let down by bad endings? I'm looking at you, Boneworks. That isn't Half-Life Alyx. The last level is very different from all the others, but is still brilliant. The end of the game had me screaming, "That's not!" No spoilers. Then I watched the end game credits. Believe me, if you're a fan of Half-Life, the short cinematic after the end game credits will make the hair on the back of your neck stand to attention. There has to be a sequel or an episode 2. Just please, Valve, no 16-year wait this time. Well, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this content, feel free to share. Don't forget to like and subscribe for a chance to win a Logitech C920 HD webcam in my subs contest. Yeah, we're getting close. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.